Hey, what's up YouTube? We're doing something a little bit different with this video today. Since it's the release of Modern Master 17 this weekend, Tom and I thought we would open a sealed pool.
What's up, guys? Got some new, fresh hotness for you.
Yeah, some definitely new, fresh hotness. And then after Tom and I open, my buddy Mack from the Friday Morning Magic podcast is going to come in and help us build a sealed deck. And I don't know, we're going to try something different. You ready? Let's just get to these packs.
That sounds like fun, but I'm sad you didn't invite me.
I'm sorry. Mack's our deck expert. He's our deck expert.
I feel like we're all over the place.
We are. We gotta. I definitely need Mack's help on this. I'm not an expert with sealed as I used to be. Okay, I kind of like this pull. I'm excited. There's some good removal. I haven't got to play this. Well, I got to draft the set already. That was fun. But yeah, that'll be fun. We'll be right back with Mack. He's gonna get in here. We'll get this organized, and we'll tell you what we think the sealed pull is. But thanks again, guys. See you in just a minute. Hey, welcome back, guys. We are here building the sealed pool with my buddy Mack.
Nice to meet y'all.
You'll remember him from Friday Morning Magic. But we took a couple colors out. We decided before we got back what colors we wanted to do because there's just so many choices. There's so many cards in this format. And I don't know, Mack and I sat here for like 10 minutes looking.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. Like the pack that they filled all these different packs with like so many powerful cards at their common and uncommon spot is just so wonderful, but like it makes like drafting and seals so much more difficult because you're gonna run out of spots in your 40 card deck for all these great cards.
Yeah, and just to speak real quick, if you remember, we had a Ranger of Eos as one of our rares, and we also had a Thrag Tusk. And I mean, they're powerful cards. I'd love to be playing this in our sealed pool. I would love it. But there's so many just strong cards. We're like, okay, we're going to set these to the side and just focus on these three.
All right, so we decided that we were going to do a Grixis, and mainly because of these prime cards. So we have a Niv-Mizzet Draco Genius, which is absolutely just an incredible card. Yes, it's 6 mana, and it's double blue, but double red. But by turn like 8, when you're normally going to be playing this card, it's going to be so detrimental. And you're normally going to have the color set you're going to need, especially with the mana fixing that we got in Izzet, Guildgate, Savage Lands, and Arcane Sanctum.
And the reason we're playing these tri-lands is this more or less, we're treating these as guild gates because we didn't have the other guild gates. The ones we had were Gruul, Golgari, Simic. We had the ones that go with green, but we needed the Grixis colors really. And I mean, the second card that really is strong to go in this color has to be Terminate. I think other than Path to Exile, for at least from my draft experience so far with this set, those are your two strongest removal cards.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Yeah. The only other one that I would give tribute to is definitely Putrefy, which is also a pretty great removal spell.
And so these two cards definitely have started to put us into at least Grixis, definitively. Night Terror is one that we're I think that may wind up cutting just because we have so many cards already.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And I mean, it's not Inquisition, and I don't really like discard in limited.
I agree. Like, if you're going to pay 3 mana, it needs to be a Mind Rot. Like, you need to get 2 cards. Just exiling 1 isn't really great.
Okay, what's next? What are we trying to remove? What are we keeping?
What are we keeping? So, how I like to do it is, I like to go with the bread plan, which is, bomb, removal spells, evasion, things like this. So, it's like, I know I'm going to be playing Niv-Mizzet, so I'm going to put that in. I also know that I have a Vampire Nighthawk, which is just a great card. Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink for 2/3 for 3 mana. Incredible, right?
Yes.
And then I also love Missing Mortars. While it does, do damage to your own creatures, having a board wipe in limited is incredible, especially one that can do 4 damage, which is normally the amount of toughness most creatures have now or less. So you have to play it.
And also the ability for late game to have one-sided board wipes is, in limited, it's one of the best things you can have. It's better than, I think, most other rares you could open in a limited format. Now, in this format, that's not so true because of the power level, but it is nice. Another card that I like to be playing in limited is the Phantasmal Image. The reason for this is everybody's going to have super powerful creatures in this set. We already know everybody's got it. So why not be able to have a free roll to take whatever their strongest creature is?
I'm definitely going to take the Agony Warp. The Augur Spree, rather.
The Augur Spree, definitely.
Yeah, it's a 3 mana removal spell.
Well, it's a versatile
spell.
Yes, we could have this Alpha Strike Swing with Niv-Mizzet, and all of a sudden we're able to just kill them. Deal 9 right on the spot. We could play Agony Warp.
I love that card. I even played it in Standard. My next card that I'll choose will be the Sidraxis Spectre. Flying 3/2 with Unearth is pretty awesome.
And I think that for the most part is kind of our bread and butter of we definitively need to have these in our deck. What's left is what are we going to fill those holes with? Hey guys, we decided to take a little bit of time and kind of level things out. What we have before us is the deck that we want to play right now. Here's our curve. There's just this little odd mix of where the 3 drops do go down before the 4 drops, but I think we have a pretty decent curve. But Mac brought up a good point.
We have this interesting development with our lands that we were actually able to open. We were able to open a Golgari Gilgate and 2 Grill Gilgates. Thratos is just a really powerful card. And I would even argue in our low creature deck, he's far more powerful than the Scourge Devil, right?
Yes.
So what we could do is, if you just replace the Scourge Devil with the Thratos spot, right? Now you get to play 3 green sources, and you would play with also the Savage Land, so 4 green sources, and you play 1 basic forest.
Well, and if we want it.
Or Simian Gilgate, right? So like we have all these different like green Gilgates that all equal up to the same Grixis mana base in the end, because you just have the 2 reds, which are still the mountains that you need for Niv Mizzet. You have the Simian Gilgate, which will give us our 3rd blue for Wall of Frost on turn 3, or the Golgari Gilgate, which will give us our 4th black on Grixis Spectacle for turn 4.
Yes, and so after we did through it, this is a format where you want to play the most powerful cards you can. If you're not playing the most powerful cards you have, either in your sealed pool or your draft, you need to kind of switch things up, because this is a format where it's like Cube. Everything is powerful. So you better be playing the most powerful cards you can, because everybody else is going to be playing just as powerful or more powerful cards. Yep. Any other thoughts?
No, I think this would actually be a really fun deck to play in Sealed, and I think you would actually do pretty well with all the powerful cards that you have and all the different interactions, because you have plenty of removal spells to deal with all of your opponent's creatures, and then you're just paving the way with like a Thratos or a Niv Mizzet or a Din Rover. Like, you just have these very powerful beaters that require very specific answers, and normally your opponent won't have them.
Anyway, if you guys like the video, you want to see some other different deck techs, whether it's Pokemon or Magic or some more sealed pools, just let us know. Give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Let us know. Talk to us in the comments. Tell us what you think we should have done with the build. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
See ya.